Hi everybody, welcome to Dandelion Cottage. It's Watercolor Wednesday and I'm Leslie Watkins. Today I thought I would share with you how I create a background. So I'm just going to paint with ink today, but I'm going to be using the watercolor technique. Now my inks got kind of messed up. As you can see, they all ran together, and that's fine. I don't mind that a bit. And I'm going to start by spritzing my paper. So let me get my spritzer. So today I'm going to be using water-based inks. All of these materials will be listed below. I've got a piece of shimmery white paper here. I've got some water painters, which are my paint brushes that have the water in the handle. And I'm going to get that wide one out today. This is a handy spritzer. They come to a pack. They're very inexpensive. And the inks I have here are just red, yellow, and blue. You can pick whatever red, yellow, or blue works best with your design, whatever the project is that you may be working on. And I'm going to just get that paper fairly saturated. Flip it over. Do the other side as well. All right, so there's a lot of water here. There's a little bit of ink left on my surface, and that's okay because I'm going to be adding a lot more ink in just a second. Now, I want something to resemble a woodland interior. And if you saw the video I did on Monday where I used that cute little camper from the die set Tree Lot Dies, that's the inspiration for what I'm doing here today. So like I said, plenty of water. And I just want everything to sort of mix together. I'm starting with my blue and my yellow to mix a green. And I want the colors to kind of mingle right on the paper itself. So I'm even adding more water so that they will run together and create a very diffused, soft background. Now obviously there's not going to be enough time in this video for this to dry, and I do not want to use a hair dryer or my heat tool because I don't want to disturb the pigment. Okay, I want it to move the way it is drawn to by the water, because that's part of that kind of a fluid effect is the texture that I'm looking for. All right, so now that I've got most of my surface covered, I can continue by adding more color where I want it. So I want to add a little more yellow. So I'm just going to put a couple more drops on my palette. And just by adding a little bit less water to my brush and more dye or ink, I can get a more intense kind of a color. Alright, so I'm just about done here. A little more green in this corner. And this is going to be some paper that I'll be able to cut into pieces as I need them. I can do that with my trimmer, or I can use that with die shapes, which is probably the way I'm going to go with this. There we go. Oops. Now, since it's still damp, I'm going to take a minute now. I'm going to just grab my my old funky toothbrush. This is a very soft toothbrush, and I'm just going to get that saturated with ink, and I'm going to go ahead and just put some spatters on the top for additional texture. And it's going to be very soft right now because it's still so wet, but I can come back later in a little while, and when it's a little bit drier, not completely dry, I can do it again and get a little more of a speckly effect. So that's the beginning of that. I'm just going to move these things away so we don't have an incident. And next, what I want to do is I have my tree lot dies, and I've already cut out some shapes. And I'm just going to demonstrate how to put your camper together. So the only dies that I use today are this one, which cuts out two pieces in one, and this one. And because this project will be another pop-up project, I want it to be nice and sturdy. So I'm going to take a double layer for my camper. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. I have to confess that this die set, which by the way is free, this is a die set that contains 24 different dies. So this is like, oh, I don't know, maybe a $32, $33 value. And you can get this for free when you place an order during Celebration, which runs until the end of August. And I have a host code. If you use this host code and select $100 worth of paper crafting tools and materials, I will send you a PDF instruction on how to make the tree lot die projects. So If you have any question about that, let me know, and I will post all of this information below in the description area of the video. This is a time-limited offer, and I have to warn you that things in the celebration brochure, the free items, some of them are already getting on low inventory. And for instance, those, when I last checked, those little note cards and envelopes were currently not available. Now they may bring them back or they may not. And I'm saying this because if you like these tree lot dies, which I think are wonderful, then you might want to consider getting them sooner than later, because I don't want you to be disappointed. And I personally, I love them. I think they're really, really cute. So I'm happy I got mine before it was too late. So I'm adding, maybe I should zoom you in a little bit so you could see better. I'm adding my bottom panel to my trailer. And then I'm going to get a top panel. This is the basic gray cardstock that I'm using, and then the lighter gray for the camper. Let's get that lined up. Just kind of slide it into place. Make sure your edges are nice and neat. And I also cut out the trailer hitch, which is here somewhere. See if I can find it. There we go. I put it in a very safe place so I wouldn't lose it. So here's my trailer hitch, and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. I could have left this all one piece, but I wasn't sure when I cut them out, what color my panels were going to be. And then I also have my wheel, or my tire. There we go. If you're someone who has no paper craft experience and no tools, and you think you might like to try your hand at making some of these cards, it's really very easy, and with the proper tools and materials you can get very professional, beautiful results. And if you're interested in getting a starter kit, I'd be very happy to help you put one together. And when you do that, you get a special deal. And the special deal is that you can choose $125 worth of product and only pay $99 and get free shipping, which is an awesome deal. There's also a bunch of goodies in the box when you begin, and when you sign up for that starter kit and for my design team, you also get a lot of other benefits, and I will link those benefits below because there are way too many to talk about today. But I want you to consider it, because also during celebration there's a very special deal where you can get a planner, a beautiful planner, which is a $45 value, for free when you sign up before August 30th. And I will post a picture of that planner after I do the video today too, so that you can see exactly what it is. I've been using mine and I love it. It's got all of the pages that I want. It's got the months at a glance with the tabs to make it easier to get to your month. It's got stickers, pockets, all sorts of goodies. Actually, I'll show you a picture in just a minute, or maybe I'll just go grab mine. But what I've done here is I've added a little door to my trailer. So now I've got a cute door to get in and out. I'm going to put this aside to dry. Alrighty, and I'm going to put that host code up again for you to use on your order to be able to get the free instructions. And while you're writing that down, I'm just going to go grab my planner so I can show you how cute it is. Okay, here is the planner, and this is the planner that you would get for free if you join my design team and Stamping Up before the end of August. And one of the benefits that I will mention is that you will have a 20% discount on all of your purchases after you sign up, for as long as you're active and interested in doing it. There's no obligations. You can stop anytime you like. But here's the planner. It's really cute. It's well made. It's the perfect size. It's got a magnetic closure. It's got a pocket here where you can keep all sorts of things. I have some stickers that came with the planner. I've got a Post-it note. I've got the year at a glance. There are tabs for each month. So if I just jump ahead, you can see here September. I've already started planning for September. Weekly priorities, goals, very important. I think it's really helpful when you have an idea of the direction that you want to go in to achieve those goals. And then it has this really nice feature. It has the month in review. So at the end of the month, you can note your highlights, your accomplishments, challenges, and reflections, which really, really, really helps you to get set up for the upcoming month. So, for instance, if you think about all the things that you accomplished in that previous month and what else you need to do, you could then just list those things on this list page and say, okay, for next month, I'm going to continue to do this. I'm going to change this. I'm going to do this instead. Whatever works best. And then finally, in the back of the planner, there's a pocket where you can slip one of the 3 notebooks that also comes in the kit. So it's listed as a $45 value. I don't know. I think I've seen planners for much more than $45, and maybe not as nice as this. I think it's a great deal, but when you sign up, you don't pay a thing. This is your gift for signing up during celebration. And I would love to have you on my team. And we have a lot of fun. There's a lot of design challenges, creative challenges. We have monthly meetings and so forth and so on. So please check out that. Please check out that benefit page that I list below, and that will help you to decide if joining Stamping Up in the Team is something that you might be interested in. I love it. I think you will too. So okay, so we're back to my still very damp background painting here, but I do think that I can get some nice spatter effect now. So I'm going to grab my inks again. And my toothbrush. And I'm just going to smush that into the ink, and let's see what happens now. There we go. All right, that's the look I'm looking for. So it's still very soft and diffused. The edges are still moving, but that's perfect. That gives me the amount of texture that's going to work for my background. I'm just going to clean up that one little splotch where it's just a little more than I need for it to be. So I'm just picking up a little excess from the brush with the brush, and I have a paper towel here, so I'm just going to lift out some of that extra, and that's fine. All right, folks, so I think I gave you a lot to think about today. More on this project as I go along. This is going to be one of the projects that's included in the with the host code order. So there will be several, and I will send you a PDF with instructions and measurements if you're interested in any of those things. So that's everything I've got for you today. All of the information will be listed below. I hope you have a wonderful week and a great weekend coming up. I'll see you again on Marvelous Monday at, let me just get this up here. Marvelous Monday is going to be at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. And I will see you then. Stay well, stay creative, stay happy, and have a great weekend. Bye.